It's a time for Pick It From China. Welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at a product I'm very excited for to unbox here with you. Simply because this Classiq Q HD version is an NES in HD, like the text says over here. But this time we're going to get a way better quality than we have seen before. Like the packaging says, the old school version, I find it kind of cool that they name it like that, doesn't come with built-in games. But shall we look in the inside? I really love the way how they put a sleeve over the box. And everything is just so much better quality. Alrighty, that comes with two controllers, an aspect ratio toggle, and of course 720p HD output. It plays NES games. So I understand there is no converter for this that you can buy separately. So what you see is what you're going to get. So the form factor, I really love the way they just created this. It's more like giving you the old school NES vibe, like the color theme and everything, but it doesn't look absolutely like the original one because we had like that slide in and then you need to click down the cartridge. At the back we also have the AV out, so it's kind of cool if you want to use it on a CRT, but I think if you're going to buy this for CT, yeah, you have like different solutions. You should buy this for, let's say, an HDMI solution. Then having the switch over here, or basically the toggle between the aspect ratios. They're using a micro USB for the input, the combination with a 5-volt. So in here we do have like all the necessary cables, and we do have like a lot of them. And of course the instruction manual. The English, Espanol and French, that's basically the languages that thing comes in. That's basically explanation how everything works. Yeah, it's more like a very basic product, so there's nothing much to it. Plug in your game, plug in the cables, and you're ready to go. Or cables, cable, you know what I mean. Alright, so let's see what we're going to get with the controllers. Yeah, it's a quite interesting design. Let's unbox one of them. And I mean, like, when you're looking at the ergonomic part of it, it's not the same like the original controller. The controller in general is completely redesigned. You can see like it has like an angle where we're having like this square thing going on with the original controller. The D-pad is not one of my favorite even, I'm going to be honest. Another thing is like, I wish they implemented like turbo buttons. That's so cool if to do that. Select start over here, the rubberized. The overall quality is okay. I must say, like, when holding it, it's way more comfortable than the original controller, especially when it comes to the round shit at the top. And then of course it comes with a nice quality AV out cable and everything that we're going to need. A very long HDMI cable. I like it very much. Well, let's take a close look at the system itself. The first thing I'm really curious about is like, if you're going to play a game, how will it fit? It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit that well. It's a problem. Oh no problem. I really love the way how this thing looks, actually having like a top loader for your games. So much more convenient than the original system I still have like laying around somewhere. But yeah, when it comes to the overall quality, let's take a close look. Let's pull the cartridge out. I must say you need to be wiggling a little bit with it to get it out, but overall not bad at all. At the front we're going to get ourselves the power and the reset, and of course we're having two controller ports. Yeah, and also we can use original controls if you want to. So mine didn't came with the right power supply. Take consideration is like when you're getting something like this, it's just a typical, let's say, 5-volt charger or phone charger. Let's see how many amps, 1 amp. So it's not like something very special. So you can have yourself like an adapter like that. Or we can just like grab yourself like a normal 5-volt. And 1 amps, or sorry, 1000 milliamps are absolutely like dirty cheap to buy nowadays. I'm just gonna be honest, this thing looks absolutely great when it comes to the way how it looks. Beautiful signal output, even on an older LCD. Man, this looks absolutely great. Before we're proceeding with playing some games, one other thing I just needed to highlight is this the RGB lighting that comes from the logo itself. You know, like those details, things like that, I really appreciate it. Another thing is great with this controller, that it comes with a very, very long wire. Absolutely great. Alright, so let's get into some gameplay. So the D-pad, I really don't like the feel itself, but it does have a very nice response to it. The weird thing when it comes to, let's say, Super Mario, it's kind of weird that it sounds like turbo. Every single system I'm grabbing, if I'm going to plug in a ball game, it not sounds like it's supposed to be. Alright, I'll give you an example what I mean with it. So let's switch to the other game I'm having. See, so because I think it's to do, this thing is like locked to a certain region. Every single pulp game sounds completely weird. And now the audio also sounds way better. But again, like, nothing beats the original system or FPGA technology. But again, like, if you not want to pay a shitload of money for a system, think about when it comes to an FPGA system. This is just a funny, cool way to play your old school games on your HD television. So that works pretty damn great. But what is kind of cool, so if you're having a Famicom converter laying around, that seems to be working just fine on this machine. Alright, so let's get into the aspect ratio mode. That seems to be working just fine. Alright, cool. It's very interesting that we do have like some random, let's say, cheap Famicom converter that seems to be working. This is a non-brand that I got with some other system. I'm always gonna get whipped by this freaking crow over there. Oh boy, I really suck at this game. Jump! Freaking stupid earthworm Jim. I'm just gonna be honest, the original game, I love it, but this thing is absolutely piece of garbage. I miss the freaking turbo button. But so far, so good, and I think that I am very satisfied when it comes to the overall quality of this product. You know, there is only one thing I can do that makes this like the ultimate test, and that is the Crashman dance. So let's get this thing tear down, because I just wanted to see what is in the inside. Another thing I find very interesting also, they're using these nice, very good, like say rubbery, or rubbery. I think they're not even. Do I need to remove the foil on this or something like that? It's interesting. But the thing, like everything about this system is just way better quality that I have seen before. Let's see. I just want to know for sure. No, there is no rubber. But I can remove the rubbery feet fairly easy. Alright, so let's remove them. Let's get myself a screwdriver and let's open this bad boy up. The Classiq N HD from Old School, made in China, copyrighted 2018. So basically this thing is made around or produced in 2018. This is quite a long time ago already. Alright, so let's lift it open. Okay, it's always need to be very careful with this. So we have one wire going to the top. This is for the RGB lighting. So yeah, the first impression is that of course it comes with a very tiny PCB inside nowadays. Alright, so also here we can have an indication that it is 2018 when this thing is actually produced. So what is also interesting, that there is even some space over here for a chip. I have no idea why or how. Maybe this is if you want to implement some homebrew games or something like that. We have like a couple of capacitors. But there is nothing much to see, to be honest. Like over here, the way how they made this at the front, they basically like put a PCB in the different position where they connected the cables for, or basically the sockets for the controllers. And over here they used a hot glue. That's very great, so you cannot like accidentally tear the cables loose. Only they didn't do that on the other side. But yeah, there was nothing much to see in here, to be honest. There was a black blob, so there was nothing to check out there. Yeah, the capacitors, everything still looks intact. They're using just normal capacitor, not gold capacitor, something like that. Yeah, nothing else. Nope. Another thing is quite interesting to it says here AM USB, so this board that will indicate that because it's powered by USB, I'm thinking the switch over here, output via AV, and that's basically it. For me, nothing beats the original system or FPGA technology. In the end, like this is a very cool, let's say really awesome solution if you just want to experience your old school games from back in the day, plug and play, and it's a very nice quality even with the aspect ratio option. Let me know in the comments what do you think of a solution like this. Thanks for watching, and it will be great to see you in the next video.